The fusion of sex and technology is changing the world.
Sex and technology, a marriage made on Earth, because sex drives technology, and technology takes sex for a ride.
But who's really in the driver's seat?
It's traditionally been the role of the adult industry to be the early adopters of new technology.
Throughout history, sex has been the true mother of invention.
If you look back at the history of sexuality, the moment human beings were able to manipulate objects, sexuality ended up in there.
What effect is all this sex-driven technology having on our culture?
The internet is producing the next sexual revolution. So we're seeing people experimenting with a bunch of new things that they've never done before.
Coming up on Wired for Sex, how sexual urges forge profound technological change, and how this synthesis of flesh and machine has transformed our lives. Welcome to the Adult Entertainment Expo, the biggest gathering of porn power players in the world. This orgy of fans, pimps, and porn stars plays out over 4 January days in Sin City, Las Vegas. For decades, adult entertainment was a small but growing part of the Consumer Electronics Show, which takes place at the same time. But by 1999, the adult part of the show burgeoned into its own expo.
Stick like 2 fingers in there.
Whit Maverick is considered one of the adult film industry's brightest young producer-directors.
Is the show going good for you?
The show's going very, very well for me.
Always good to see you, my favorite star.
Whit splits his time between the Adult Expo and CES, looking for the latest technology he can use in his movies.
An opportunity at CES is beyond compare in that all the world laboratories are brought to us in one place. It's one-stop shopping where we can go out and find everything that's potentially available in the world.
Whit Maverick has a master's in filmmaking and could be working at a Hollywood studio. But he directs adult films because they give him the chance to push the technological envelope in a way Hollywood rarely does.
It's traditionally been the role of the adult industry to be the early adopters of new technology. We get calls on a regular basis, from someone who's got a new system of doing something, and they come to us knowing that if it's something that we can utilize, we will adopt that technology.
Whit's company, for example, is releasing a voice-activated DVD.
Tawny, start DVD.
Coming right up. What do you say? You and me? Tell me what you want.
You can actually tell somebody to do something or ask them to do something, and they'll do it for you. Tawny, take off your blouse for me, and she does it.
The software recognizes 200 words.
What kind of mood are you in?
Quick and dirty.
Oh, God.
Tawny, show player.
Oh,
Tawny, small screen. You can choose what you want to do, what you want to engage in. You can actually talk to the character from a third-person point of view.
Show me what your toy looks like.
yes, mistress.
Interactive DVDs are huge money makers.
Right.
The first one, Virtual Sex with Jenna, was released in 1999, and after 700,000 copies flew off the shelves in its first year, became one of the top 10 best-selling adult DVDs ever.
Hi, gorgeous. I've missed you so much.
This is the very forefront of a new technology, and it starts with sex.
I think this is well documented that most new technology, especially with regard to media and consumer and electronic types of technology, including the computers and internet, have been advanced by the adult film industry and by pornography.
But why is erotica so often on the cutting edge of technology?
Action.
Sex and technology are both about desire. They are both about making desires physical. These things drive each other because they are expressions of desire, and desire is irrational.
We apply technology to all of our interests. It's motivating for people and something that's on people's minds, and so we apply technology to that. Technology opens up new possibilities, new ways of expressing ourselves.
This innovative approach pays off. The adult entertainment biz generates $12 billion a year, more than Hollywood makes at the box office, more even than professional football, basketball, and baseball put together. And Whit Maverick says the industry has only begun to explore the creative possibilities that digital technology offer. He sees himself as a fabled filmmaker, embarking on a long career of innovation.
D.W. Griffith, widely credited for kind of solidifying what became the cinematic experience. I aspire to have that kind of impact on the development of DVD as a new medium and digital video content as the medium of the future.
This marriage of sex and technology is nothing new. The two have always helped shape the world, from the earliest cave paintings to the invention of movable type. That's coming up on Wired for Sex.
Little fish, I'm the king of the sea.
Hey, what's up, scuba guy?
Cool, you found me. You saw my buddy beacon, right?
Yeah, on my helio. See, you're the little green guy. How'd you get here?
Google Maps, dog.
Hey, guys. Cool fish.
Snapper.
Cool phone.
What's he say? She really shouldn't have called it that.
Don't call us a phone company, don't call it a phone.
U.S. Navy SEALs, Fire Team Bravo 2, ready to see your team.
I am so tired of overpaying for health insurance.
Wow, I pay a lot less, and that covers me and my family.
If you're self-employed or an individual looking for affordable health insurance for yourself and your family, do what I did. Call the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company for a free quote.
I got individual attention from a licensed Mega agent who helped me tailor a plan to match my needs and was way more than affordable.
I got great coverage at a great rate, and I could choose my own doctor on my own or from the network.
Now get this. You're covered 24/7 whether you're on the job, at home, or anywhere in the world. So, do what I did.
Call the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company for your free quote. You have absolutely no obligation, except the one to yourself, your family, and your business.
Call 800-913-1845 for your mega affordable health insurance quote. Call 800-913-1845.
Meet snowboarding god Mark Frank Montoya. He's opened this dope hotel on the slopes of Tahoe, where there are only 3 rules.
Party as much as you want, bring the girls, don't trash my place.
We're following his staff of misfits and madmen.
People get really drunk and rowdy.
They work hard.
This is heartbreaking. I mean, I've never washed a toilet or anything in my life.
And play even harder.
I'll do anything right now. For money, I'm broke.
Introducing The Block. A new TV series coming January 15th, only on G4.
Humans have been documenting sex for millennia, and technological advance has often been driven by this powerful urge to create and view erotic images.
Part of being human is being attracted to that which is forbidden. It's an important impulse in human history. It's led to discovery, it's led to invention, it's led to the seeking of the truth, and it's also led to an interest in the taboo.
Recently, international porn star Jenna Jameson starred in Plaything 2.
How's that, Scott?
Shot with dual Sony 24p high-definition cameras, the same cameras George Lucas used when he shot Star Wars Episode 2.
Are we safe? We're safe.
No doubt, Sony and Lucas didn't have this particular application in mind when they developed these fancy new digital cameras. But this isn't the first time in history a dazzling new invention has been co-opted by the erotic industry.
Sex and technology have been around together for as long as human beings have been able to create their erotic cave paintings in Europe and Asia.
People have been creating pornography since they've been creating art. I mean, we call the original cave paintings the first art.
In the early 1450s, Johannes Gutenberg shook the world by inventing movable type.
Gutenberg's first book was the Bible, but in the century that followed, the majority of books published were of more prurient themes.
The first printed erotic book was in 1527. That was the Aretino Sonnets with the illustrations. Once you had universal education, let's say the 1840s to 1860s, you'd have tens of thousands of people who wanted to read erotic books.
4 centuries after Gutenberg, in 1891, Thomas Edison developed the first motion picture system. Within a year, the adult film industry was born when the first pornographic film was made. It was passed amongst gentlemen or shown at gentlemen's clubs. With each advance in technology, new ways to serve our erotic impulses were created.
When Polaroid developed the instant camera, once again, the entire erotic field saw this as something that they could exploit, and probably more Polaroid cameras were bought for home erotic use than for any other purpose. 16-millimeter film, which developed several years later for private use. If you were really dedicated, you could develop that in your bathtub, so you could do it pretty privately.
In the 1970s, a new device called the VCR made watching pornography even easier when it brought XXX movies into average American homes for the first time. Adult films returned the favor by making videotape one of the most popular and lucrative technologies ever.
The reason that the VHS format won out over the beta format is because Sony refused originally to license their product to the adult industry that clamored to get it. So the adult industry started by converting their films to the VHS standard. It took off.
The sex tech romance continued in the 1980s with the advent of the camcorder. In the glory days of film, only about 100 new adult titles were made every year. With a handheld camcorder, porn directors could complete an entire film in one day. Today, more than 10,000 adult films are produced every year in the United States.
Americans especially like convenience, so whatever is the most convenient way to get sex into our veins, we're going to do it. So for a while, videotape was the most convenient. Now we have DVDs, which are even more convenient.
Do you want even more stimulation? The choice is yours.
But what is the proliferation of high-tech pornography doing to people's sex lives? A love story about a couple who grew up in a porn-saturated world. Next on Wired for Sex.
Would you like to know that secret place where girls are waiting to meet guys? In your area, that place is as close as your phone. If you're a guy, just call 1-888-WE-ARE-WAITING. You'll meet lots of local girls who are waiting to meet guys. Just call 1-888-WE-ARE-WAITING. It's the easiest way to meet new girls. Find someone who lives right near you tonight. What are you waiting for? Call 1-888-WE-ARE-WAITING.
At Gamefly, our passion for gaming has led us to rent games differently. We think different is better. Choose from thousands of the latest and classic video games delivered right to your door. Keep them as long as you want with no late fees. Then send them back in our prepaid envelope. People think we're crazy to rent games for as low as $9.95 for the first month. We think we're visionaries. Our vision? Make renting easier. Different? Maybe. Smarter? We think so. Go to Gamefly.com and start renting differently.
Product shown rated E through N.
Happy peanuts soar over chocolate-covered mountaintops and waterfalls of caramel. Prancing nougat in the meadow sings a song of satisfaction to the world.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great, too.
Log on to OneGain.com now.
This holiday season, serve up something a little different. Seasoning. Bring home the biggest movie event of the decade, Johnny Depp. Pirates makes the perfect holiday gift. Buy today on Disney DVD.
This is your home. This is your business. This is your home phone and computer. This is your business phone and computer. You pay $29.95 each for home phone and internet service. You pay $29.95 each for business. When you get the Optimum Double Play, get the most reliable internet access with Optimum Online and experience speeds 5 times faster than DSL. With Optimum Voice, you'll get unlimited calling in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. Better internet access and better telephone service for one flat rate of $29.95 a month each. With Optimum Double Play for home, you'll start saving your first year. With Optimum Double Play for business, you'll save even more your first year with no contracts or hidden fees. And switching is risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. So remember, this is your home, this is your business. And this is what you'll pay with Optimum, just $29.95 per month each. Call 1-877-778-FAST to get the better choice, the Optimum Double Play. Millions are already saving at home and work. You can too. Call now.
Sex has always been in bed with technology. This bond has only grown stronger with the dawn of mass media in the early 20th century. Film, videotape, and the internet have brought pornographic images to more people than ever before. But how has the mainstreaming of erotica changed the way we have sex?
I think I learned the most from is, finding my best friend's stepdad had a stash of videotapes, and watching that was just like, wow.
Like most couples in their 30s, Darren and Becca came of age at a time when the VCRs started bringing pornographic movies into the home for the first time.
My ex-husband was really into watching porn videos, so then I started watching them.
I think I learned most of my creative sexuality through porn, and it definitely quickly went to the internet.
In the digital age, X-rated images have emerged from the drawers, closets, and dingy movie theaters, and into everyday life.
The internet is bringing another sexual revolution to us. It's influencing every aspect of sexuality, from sexual reproduction to sexual education to sexual pleasure to sexual problems. We're seeing people experimenting with a bunch of new things that they've never done before.
Darren and Becca, for example, found each other on the internet.
When we met, it was kind of just love at first sight.
After a whirlwind romance, the two decided to share their love for each other in cyberspace.
We just dove right into putting up our first website. We got a lot of positive feedback immediately from people all around the world visiting our website and saying how beautiful Rebecca was, or how neat it was that we're just a real couple and doing this stuff, and it just boomed. It was so exciting for both of us.
Darren and Becca began an adult website focused on a niche fetish, women wearing glasses. Amateur pornography like this dots the internet landscape.
We're finding that around 25% of people who go online today engage in some kind of online sexual activity. It's a phenomenal amount when you think about how many millions of people in the U.S. use the internet.
These images are almost impossible to avoid today. They're a major reason that porn has gone mainstream.
The word pornography has become very, very mainstream. It has no negative connotation anymore. In fact, people will talk about porno. They've made it a friendly little word.
A recent study found that nearly 30% of adolescents had seen an adult movie. But does watching today's high-tech pornography hamper enjoyment of the real thing?
The camera angles and the lighting are all there to show the penis at its largest. So, you know, the typical guy looks down at his endowment and feels, you know, he's got some shortcomings. And so this creates tremendous anxiety.
With the images that we have through the media about sexuality, a lot of people feel like they can't keep up with that, or they're disappointed in their own life, that sex isn't that mind-blowing orgasm that it seems to be in the movies.
That's why amateur porn is the fastest growing segment of adult entertainment. Homegrown sex videos and internet sites have attracted millions of fans because they don't feature models performing gymnastics in bed.
I think the things that people say in mainstream porn they can be kind of corny. You know, it's like a constant barrage of, do me harder, oh yes.
Darren and Becca know a bit more about this than the average couple. The day after we spoke to them, they shot their first X-rated film, which they are distributing over the internet.
We're very excited about seeing our first, you know, video that we do, and I guess a lot of actors say they never watch themselves on film. Well, we will. We can learn how to maybe make our videos better and make our sex better by just watching, you know, ourselves on film, and I think it'll be a turn on.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching her have sex.
Now that millions of Americans are using technology to express their own personal sexual fantasies, how will this second sexual revolution end? Will people soon be able to create virtual sexual partners? That's just ahead on Wired for Sex.
Catch the entire first season of Arrested Development back to back. The Arrested Development Maritime. Christmas Day only on G4.
Anyone here? What's up, Joe? Hey, guys. I'm not really good with goodbyes, so
Hey, it's our friend Bob. Looks like Bob continues to enjoy the big lift he gets from Enzyte and natural male enhancement. With over 10 million packs sold, Enzyte is firmly the #1 selling brand, bringing true natural male enhancement to men all over the world. Now you can join Bob and the millions of men who fully enjoy the benefits of Enzyte. Just call or visit Enzyte.com for a sample pack of the strongest, most powerful Enzyte formula yet. Enjoy the full, robust confidence that only Enzyte can provide. If you've ever been curious about natural male enhancement, there's never been a better time to try a sample pack of Enzyte. Visit Enzyte.com or call toll-free for a sample pack. Call right now and you'll also get 2 free packs of Enzyte Topical Rush. With an offer this big, it's enough to throw a parade. Sample packs are in stock now and shipped to you within 48 hours. Offer only good while supplies last. Limit 1 per household. Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement.
Dawn, is that you? How are you? Where are you working? Still there. Same old job. That's baby Ben. I'm fine. What happened? You never came back to work.
I went back to school and finished my master's degree online while I was home with Ben.
Mommy's the vice president. I wish I could afford to quit my lousy job and go back to school.
You don't have to quit. That's the beauty of getting a degree online.
I'll never find the right school. The more research I do, the more confused I get.
Oh, the HR director at work suggested you use Education Connection.
Education Connection is an amazing free service that does all the work for you. We search hundreds of accredited universities and colleges and thousands of programs so you don't have to. We make finding the right school easy.
Dawn, is that you? You never came back to work. Moved up to corporate after I got my degree online.
Let Education Connection find the right school for you. It's free, so call 800-301-5015 or log on to 12edconnection.com now.
Go to G4TV.com. Always fresh, always new, always plugged in.
and technology has driven our culture forward for thousands of years, where are we headed in the years to come? Adult entertainment executive Whit Maverick is always looking to the future. He says it can be found at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, where companies show off the latest technology from their research and development labs.
So you could download your content from the computer, however you want to, in your codec, hook this up to your television and play it back on your television.
Of major interest to Whit at CES is convergence, the combining of personal computers, cell phones, and television into a simple, affordable handheld device.
The consumer, by buying this product, can take the content they've already purchased from us and move it to their portable device.
New handheld gadgets can take photos, shoot video, record MP3s, and hold hundreds of hours of DVDs. Adult entertainment execs are waiting to see whether the convergence of different technologies will change the industry forever.
I don't think any one innovation is going to solve everyone's problem. The newest technological advances we're making in fantasex and first-person sex stimulators and voice-activated DVD sex experiences, these are all just something new for people to try.
Some say the convergence of technology will lead to virtual sexual experiences, where people will be able to interact with sex partners that seem real, but actually exist only in bits and bytes.
The interesting thing about virtual reality is that it's really interactive. It's not a passive experience like watching a movie or watching a video. It's a different way to interact with each other.
Virtual reality is still in its infancy, but devices may eventually be able to communicate directly with our nervous system and brain, allowing us to create entire imaginary worlds.
You could also change who you are. You can change your appearance. A couple could, in fact, both change their genders, and a guy could be a girl and a girl could be a guy. But it will be a very powerful communication medium where you'll be able to do things that you can't do in real reality.
But recreating even the most basic physical experience is beyond our technological grasp for now, and some say forever.
I don't think machine-aided sexuality is ever going to replace what we think of as ordinary sexuality. Think about something as simple as a kiss. It is two sets of lips. It is the texture of skin on skin. It is the hair brushing against you. Now, those are simple things, but when you add them all together, that's an incredible amount of sensory information.
Whit Maverick agrees the sex industry may not be able to simulate real sex anytime soon. He wants to do what humans have done for thousands of years, harness the latest technology to help people live out their sexual fantasies.
All we're trying to do is provide a way to make that fantasy more real. Technology can certainly help make our fantasies more real. I don't think technology can be, in and of itself, our ultimate fantasy.
Sex and technology continue to evolve and shape the world. Where will they end up? The answer is apparently limited only by our fantasies.